getting ready to prime this truck, hopefully here pretty quick. Every year that I've tried to do priming, I always wait until October, and in Colorado we get cold pretty quick. So I gotta get this thing in primer ready or not as soon as we possibly can. And then I'd like to kind of finish up the body work on it and get it in paint pretty quickly after that. The good news is there's not a lot of body work to it. So there was only a hood, one fender, the dash, and that is about it as far as old panels to have some body work done on. The other panels, everything else on the Bronco is brand new. So both doors are new, all the quarters are new, all the taillight housings. The tailgate is all new. So the only thing that is old on this is just the hood, the fender, the grill, the dash, and the top. So there's going to be some body work that needs to be done to that. The dash, because it's old, is, you know, where the dash is installed into the vehicle, it's kind of pushed in. There's some dents and scratches along here. We've got a giant hole which looks like somebody tried to shoot the radiator out in this thing at one point. There's some dents in the top of it as well. And then there's a lot of filler on this corner right here, which I haven't completely scraped off yet. So imagine there's probably a dent there. Found a couple of rust spots in there as well that I'm gonna have to deal with. So there is a little bit of body work. I'm gonna kind of run through this pretty quickly. The body work on it is significantly less than the last Mustang that I did. So this shouldn't take very long, and I'm probably not gonna film a lot of it because it's really boring and it slows me down. But then at that point, with the strippers that I'm using, I used a clean strip sprayable stripper, and then I also tried aircraft stripper from O'Reilly's. Oddly enough, on the back, if you read it, it says do not use on aircraft, but it does work on vehicles. I honestly couldn't tell a big difference between those two. I almost feel like the clean strip worked better, but both of them worked better by putting them on heavy and then putting plastic over the top of them, letting it sit for about 45 minutes, and then taking a razor scraper with fresh razor blades in it, so like a window decal scraper, and scraping through the heavy layers of paint, because these had 2 layers of paint, it looks like anyway. You've got the dark brown, which is evident here, and then if you look in where the bezels were and the switches, that looks like the factory color. I don't know where the VIN plate is. I know where the VIN is, but the VIN plate that actually has the color code on it, I haven't located that yet in all the parts. But it looks like that is the normal color. I matched it up with a Ford paint chip page on a website, and it looks like that it's saddle brown. I actually, you know, we'll get to color here in a minute. So then I went to Eastwood and I purchased basically everything through Eastwood. So I got my 2 guns, one for paint, one for prime. One's got a 1.4 tip on it, one's got a 1.8 tip on it. Gonna start out with epoxy primer on the bare metal and seal it, and then I'm gonna do a 2K urethane primer surfacer over the top of that in order to get all of the imperfections of the body worked out. So it's going to take a little bit to block this thing, but I'm ready for it. But I want the body to be as straight as it possibly can. And then just today, we got the new box, which has brushable seam sealer, contour body filler, which I hope I'm not going to need a lot of, and then some aluminum filled compound for some of the small gaps that I want to fill. I don't want to just fill it with regular body filler, so I thought maybe the aluminum compound might be better, it might be a little bit stronger. There's not that many and they're very thin, so I think it's a little bit overkill, but I wanted to do it right. And And that's, so Eastwood got a lot of my money. I think total this whole project right here is at, let's see, 250, about 350 bucks. So actually it's not too bad for guns, for epoxy, for 2K urethane, for 2 taps of body filler and brushable seam sealer. 350 bucks. If I can get the entire car done with this, I think I'm going to be screaming. So let's talk about color. Back a few months ago, I asked about, you know, what color we should probably do this in, and I got a lot of feedback on that, which was very much appreciated. I knew that I wanted to go with an earth tone, so greens, browns, grays, something like that would be probably what I would choose. You know, seeing as I haven't seen the VIN plate yet and I really haven't decoded it, but under the assumption that this subtle tan is the original color, I thought maybe stick with something like that. I definitely at first didn't want to do brown, but the more I look at this and the more my 8-year-old tells me that it is a very shiny brown and a really cool color, it's kind of grown on me. So I did some studying and I found this picture and was really impressed with this darker brown, similar to the brown that the body was painted in lately, the second coat, with that what looks like Wimbledon white to match the top in the striping down low, in a Luber style lifted uncut Bronco. To me, I don't know, that just looks like, I have no idea if people will like it, not like it, if it looks cool or doesn't look cool. You tell me. I'm really leaning towards that. I've never painted anything in my life brown, but I think I might be willing to do that in this case. Please comment down below and let me know whether or not you think this is a good idea or a horrifically bad idea. And remember that the Bronco to be named later is going to be blue. It's going to be a light blue or a teal. It's going to be an 80s style lifted, big, ugly Bronco. So this one needs to be the opposite of that one if we're going to have them both. So on this, I'm going to finish stripping the dash, the spare tire supports. You know, I still have some stripping to do on this and on the hood, but so far it's coming along pretty good. Still have a little bit of a repair. Mike went dead on me here, but you can see this crack that has kind of made its way through the right side of the hood, or I should say the driver's side of the hood. And it goes all the way up and over the top, and it's obviously from a lot of pressure being put on the front of this hood, lifting it over and over again over 40 years and oil canning that thing to death. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some box, or take some box tubing and place it right along the seam right there and weld it in to give it some more structural support, and I'll do that on both sides. That way no one else will have a problem with this going down the road if I were to sell it. The hood is almost stripped, a lot of body filler right there. Not sure, it doesn't feel like there's an indentation there, but I'm going to get all of that out of there and guide coat it and figure out how big that dent is, and then I'll fill that probably before I put some epoxy on, because that's a known repair that needs to happen. The rest of the hood looks fairly straight, but we won't find out until we get it all sanded down. And so after I finish that, welding that crack, I'm going to fit the body up again, get ready for epoxy, and then once I epoxy everything, I'm going to put the body back together again and re-gap it, and then shoot the urethane over the outside areas that I'm going to have to sand and get some blocking done on. And then at that point, we'll spray some paint on it. So let me know what you think of that brown. If you don't like it, don't give me a thumbs down. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments. If you do like it, let me know in the comments. I would have never fathomed doing this thing in brown. When I saw pictures of it, when it was originally being disassembled, I never would have thought I would have done brown. but this brown has grown on me and I really like it a lot. So if you think this is what we should do, let me know. And if you haven't subscribed, do so already. Next video is coming up soon. Hopefully I'll have everything ready to go for prime. And that's a wrap for my .3 garage.